Welcome to the Creation Crystal Portal Master. Here you can create your very own Imaginator. First, choose a battle class. Each class uses a unique type of weapon.
Okay, so for this video and for making Sai, we are going to need a quick shot. So we're going to select quick shot.
Quick shot Imaginators deliver justice over great distances with pinpoint precision. Are you ready to create a quick shot? Choosing a battle class is a final decision.
Final decision. Final answer. Final answer. It's a game of TV game show. So yes, we're going to create a quick shot.
A new quick shot is born. Now, bring your imagination to life.
Okay, so we've created our quick shot. So what I'm going to do here at the moment is you're going to see a quick pause in the video. I'm going to take this guy from level 1. I'm going to play him off camera so you guys don't have to waste time watching 30 minutes or an hour's worth of work to level this guy up. I'm going to level him up at least past level 6 because most of the parts you have to have at least level 6 to play some of the more advanced parts. And so instead of not being able to equip him, I don't want to take a chance on that. So I'm going to go ahead and equip this guy, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, so before we get into creating Sai, I just want to make sure that everybody is aware. Skylanders Academy is a brand new cartoon on Netflix that features the Skylanders franchise in a cartoon form. And so it follows the story of Spyro and the Skylanders Academy itself and Master Eon and a lot of the Skylanders that we've come to know and love. And in episode 3 of the first season, we meet Sai. And Sai is where they introduce the Imaginators in the cartoon. So it's a very up-to-date cartoon. It's not just showing Spyro's adventure characters that we're used to. It's actually been covering all the years of Skylanders that it's been out in the cartoon. But we meet Sai, and Sai is basically the first Imaginator that they show us, and the Skylanders actually get to, through the help of Kingpin, learn about the Imaginite crystals, the creation crystals, and actually go into the imagination space, and actually use their imaginations to build themselves a new team member to be a part of their team. And they use their various imaginations, and they're all deciding on what parts go together. And so we get to quickly see Sai built and put together. And so he's been in a few of the trailers that we've seen for the Skylanders Imaginators video game since they've been doing the trailers for the game. And Sai is just, one of the characters that Activision created. And so it's kind of neat because it's not just a fan-made, thing. It was actually made by Activision. So it's kind of an official, unofficial character that I thought it would be neat, and especially since he appeared in the cartoon as well, to go ahead and try to recreate him. So that's just a little bit of background story about who Sai is, and let's go ahead and get back to creating him. Okay, so we're back. I have just leveled him up. I went through one arena battle and got him to level 8, which should be more than sufficient for being able to operate any of the gear or anything like that we want. So we're going to go ahead and get into creating Sai. Now, my first disclaimer with this is that I've got this quick shot of it's Dan from the Minecraft cart, or not sure, Dan from the Diamond Minecart, that is playing the voice of Sai in Skylanders Academy, and he did a quick commercial on one of his websites, or his YouTube channel pages, showing off a 3D print that he got, and so pretty much that's what I'm mimicking here. As you saw in the cartoon, he does look a little different in the cartoon. They took some liberties with drawing him, so he cannot be created 100% the way that he looks in the cartoon itself. But this is the exact 3D print replica of what Activision sent Dan from the Diamond Minecart. So that's what we're building here. And the first things first, obviously, is going to be the head, which is what we always start with. And for the head, he obviously has a banana head. So we are going to hunt. I think it's going to be near the bottom here. I've got literally 127 out of the 128 heads that are available. So I'm only currently missing one head. I don't even know what that one is, but this looks like it's taken a minute to form. Let's see.
Yes,
Not sure where the... There's banana head. All right, so there's the banana head. And then next, we're going to go for the eyes. And he has human eyes. And next, he has ears. He's got Spyro's horns. And I think those, yep, those are right down here at the bottom. So next, we go for the chest. And the chest, he's got the tiki chest, I believe it's called. And we'll hunt down here until we... There we go. See, there's the tiki chest. And we'll equip that. And then next are his arms. And I believe he's got robot or like bouncer's arms. Let me see. Where did they go? Sometimes there's so many, your eyes scan right over the parts and it's hard to find them. That's deep sea. That's not it. Okay, so I'm already at the top. Let's go back down one more time, see if I can... Sometimes, too, the coloring is different than you expect, and you just skim right over them, but I'm trying... There we go. Okay, right there. So, robot bouncer arms. And then, let's see, the legs. I'm trying to remember what legs he has. Oh, he's got that fossil legs. Yeah, he's got, like, skeleton legs. And this is kind of one of the main differences I saw between the cartoon and the Imaginator here in the game is they've got the right legs, but the pelvis, I guess, so to speak, of this is also made out of bone, whereas in the cartoon it was just kind of a brown cap down at the bottom. You can kind of see that. But anyway, we've got the fossil legs. And let's see, he does not have a tail. I'll just show you real quick. I have 39 out of 39 tails, so I've got all the tails collected. And then after this, now the weapon. His weapon is that old guns right there. So that's the guns he has. And out of his gear, headgear? No headgear. No, there wasn't any headgear. Okay. So, I'm just double checking. Yeah, no headgear. Okay, so shoulder guards. Out of the shoulder guards, let's see what I'm looking for here. It's called there we are. It's the heroic shoulder armor. So we got those selected, and then arm guards. He has the Centurion arm guards, and those. What do those look like? I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Yeah. There, I think that's it. Yeah. Centurion arm guards right there. And then on the leg guards, these were kind of boring, at least again for this figure, a little different than they are in the cartoon. But we're looking for the Night Greaves. And they're extremely boring. There we go, they're up here. Night Greaves. Alright, so that's what they gave him on the 3D print. And I believe his backpack is none other than Dragon Wings. So you can see the dragon wings back there. So he's starting to take shape. It looks a little funny. He's not sized proportionately right, but we're going to take care of that. I'm going to say next. All right, so next. As far as height goes, if I remember correctly, the height was pretty much cranked up all the way. His head, however, was not as oversized, too bad. Upper body, muscles actually way down, and lower body I think was cranked up all the way. So let's see, don't want those being, he's a fairly skinny guy, so the muscles were pretty low. There we go. That looks about right. Alright, so you can see sizing wise he's now a little bit more proportionate. I think on the head, let's see what we got. Yep, that's about right for the head, because that's just a little too big. And there we go, that's perfect. Alright, so now here comes the coloring. This is usually the part that takes the longest when you're putting these guys together, is just getting all the colors just right. And I always go to part themes. I don't go with overalls. I almost always want to pick the colors for each individual part, or at least as far as it'll let me for each time. So we go with it. And when we got in the colors, you start with the head. We've got the top here, which is piece, top right here, which we want to be this yellow, this nice bright yellow. That one right there almost looks better as far as this goes, but we'll see if this yellow will work for us. That might be a little too bright. We'll have to play for this in a minute and see if everything else tones it down a little bit. And then this down here is going to be more of, let me see, it's more of this brown going across right there. Okay. So we may have to tweak. The colors look different on the Creator app a little bit than they appear here in the actual console game. So we may have to tweak the colors a little bit. But for now, I'm going to go with what worked in the Creator app. So then eyes are, he's got this teal color. Let's see. Right chair, and this color is white. Most of the human eyes end up being white, so he's got those really bright teal turquoisey type eyes. And we're going to go down for the ears. The ears are pretty much this primary orange here, and then the color below it is pretty much the color right above it, just to give it, see the little hash mark, the little marks around the horns and something like that to show that off. And then down to the chest. Now here's where we get a little interesting colors. The chest, I think, is pretty much just made out of two primary colors. We got kind of like a chocolate brown. So this color right here, let's see, across from this orange and one down. So we're going to go with this one. And then also this color down here is going to be that same brown. And then this color is going to be our yellow. And then down here is going to be our same yellow. Boom. So there's his coloring so far. Yeah, I think the yellow in his head looks okay when you start putting the other yellow in with this. So on his arms, we have this top color up here is going to need to be this really nice bright blue right here. You can see the first part of the arms. and then the part right underneath it. So pretty much the whole gauntlet portion is all a darker blue underneath, as you can see. And then this one right here I've got set as, I believe, this light gray. And this is another variance from the cartoon. The cartoon shows it more of that same blue, or a little bit darker blue, but the 3D print had it as this lighter gray kind of color. So of course it's an Imaginator. You guys can tweak the colors and make it look however you want when you're done with this. And then this color here, I've got it right back to our popular yellow. Okay, so looks like everything's working. Alrighty. And actually, this color right there, yep, that looks good. Okay, so now we're going to go to the legs. The legs are only, because they're fossil, it's like one color, it's just one color. I believe that was just that light gray here is the color they give that. And then the backpack, 3 main colors with it. But we've got this one being our yellow, so let's flip this around. That being our yellow under here, and then both of these being our orange. And that pretty much gives us our wings. And let's see, did we skip something? No. So far we're good. Alright, so now we're getting into the shoulder guards, which are right up on top. The shoulder guards are this dark blue. This first one is this royal blue that we've got or been using. And then the yellow is our same yellow that we've been using throughout. And then down to the arm guards, I think it's pretty much the same thing. Yep, we've got this being our royal blue, and then this being our yellow. So the gauntlets, you can see that they got the gold and the yellow there. All right, and then what do we have left? Leg guards. Okay, the leg guards, that's kind of interesting because, again, it's only a one color choice, and shows to be the same light gray. However, because of the surface or whatever, they appear a little darker on the screen, and they did on the 3D print as well. But this is pretty much it. This is Sai. Now I'm going to ask you a quick question. Whereas we're looking at Sai and we go back up to color, if we pick and go with the head and we take the first color, do you think this color suits him better, or do you like the brighter yellow? Now I will say that in the game he doesn't, we can actually look at this, so we can go back and see what he looks like. Let's go back a few steps and go down to the bottom to play. And there we go. So we need to still adjust his personality, his voice, and some stuff like that. But there is Sai. Let's go back into his weapons, because I know his what he was using for his powers and stuff were a little different. But as far as the look goes, I think we've got that nailed. For the powers, I know that he was set for Marksman. He was set for the Earth Shaker, Gunslinging It, and Bounty Hunter. So these are already the weapons that he came with the 3D print that Dan got. And that seems good to go. I'm not sure how much money I've got, but we can always go back in and buy weapons. If you look up there at his stats right now with what he's got on, his speed is great. Anything over 100, you've got a fast Skylander. And there are a few challenges, things here and there that you need speed for, and anything over 100 should typically get that for you, so that's great to have him. But of course, he's not extremely strong. He's got a okay defense, but as we power him up, he'll get more powerful, and so that'll be a good thing. His personality, obviously the voice that they're using for him in Skylanders Academy is that of Dan from the Diamond Minecart. And they don't have that voice here in the game, so we have to kind of, pick something else for that. But we do want to go ahead and name him. And as far as the name goes, it is literally just Psy. So, and my assumptions are going to be that is just spelled C-Y. And so there is Psy. And the voice, we definitely don't want the alien. I think he's kind of there. I'm going to take off the style.
Hear that? 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 Sounds like rock and roll.
All right, so I like that style. I like the cool. As far as a catchphrase for him, because they don't have, again, the one from the cartoon selectable in here, which kind of sucks.
Party with rock and roll.
But they do have something referring to bananas, and that's probably the most most appropriate for him, don't you think?
Heart, 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 party with, party with, party with, heart.
Looking for, there we go, there's the banana.
Party with the bananas. This one goes out to,
Let's check these out real quick. Go from the beginning.
Forecast, the wind howls, fear, cower, fear the bananas.
Huh.
Cower,
Alright, what the heck?
the
Fear the bananas. We're good. Alright, so music and effects. I'm not a fan of the music that they put in here with these guys. So that's kind of a personal choice. Even if I got something official, I would turn off the music. The effects I don't mind so much, although they do get a little annoying. Of course, there's a cartoony kind of thing that's probably really appropriate, being there's a banana peel. So we'll pick cartoon for him. And go back. Let's see, we don't have anything there. Creator app. Alright, so now that we've got him complete, I'm going to go ahead and chirp. You know what? I don't know if that's the official Activision word for it, but I do think that I remember hearing someone from Activision refer to this sound that is played as a chirp. And so I did this in another video when I created Sir Hoodington. If you did not see that video, be sure to check it out. I'll put a link to that video in the description below. So just read for the Sir Hoodington video and check that out, because I do chirp him out as well. And so if you hold up your creator app to the television or to whatever you're playing your creator app on, you should be able to receive that sound signal and receive it into your creator app. Now, a few people have complained they haven't been able to get it done, and I don't know what the answer to that is, because enough people said that it worked for them and thanked me and so forth. So maybe if you don't have the volume up high enough, it won't work, or if there's other sounds or noises in the room, it may interfere. So you have to make the room really, really quiet. Make sure you get the microphone from your device really close to the speakers that you're playing this video on, and that there's no other extra noise. And so hopefully this will work for you. So I'm interested to know that we're going to go ahead and play the sound now. And hopefully you've got your creator app ready. If you don't, you can just replay this video later when you have it out and ready, and get the get Psy for yourself. And I'd love to hear. Okay, I started to talk. I had to stop talking like mid-sentence because the sound started playing. So I'm going to play it one more time just so that you get a second chance to see if what the first one doesn't work for you, the second one might. But if you, what I started was saying that if you have your creator app out and it doesn't work, try it with the sound changing around. But I'd like to hear in the comments below if it did in fact work for you. I'd love to hear that, that you received it well. If you didn't receive it, I'd like to hear that too, just so I can kind of take a census on how this is working. But we're going to play the sound one more time. All right, so there we go. We're going to back up, get out of here. And so again, we got Sai.
We're back.
We've got, his standard firing, as a quick shot. He's also got his, what do they call it? The gunslinging it, which is a super quick shot in one direction, but you can change direction while he's shooting. I think this is called the earth shaker. And you can press the jump button while you're underground at any point, and he'll jump up at that point. Kind of like a Terrafin, type of attack. And then he's got his bounty hunter, and I'm not sure if he had the bounty hunter or not. Let's go see.
Okay, maybe just a few tweaks.
Oops. Go up to powers, go down to bounty hunter. We do in fact have it available. But I don't have 4,000 coins yet for him to purchase it, so I can't show that off to you. But we do have the gunsling. Of course, there's the other secret techniques that are available. I personally really like this Death Blossom. I think the Death Blossom to me is just overpowered, completely cool. You can wipe out a lot of enemies, and you stay fairly safe because they can't get really close to you. So for those of you who haven't seen this, when you take the Death Blossom, he just basically fires in a big circle and nobody's getting near you. And after you upgrade it, after you've paid to upgrade it, you can actually move around while he's doing that. So, but since that's not part of what the power that he's supposed to use, for now I'm going to go ahead and put it back to the gunslinging it. And I think that's about it, guys. So what did you think about this video? Hopefully, if this is one of your first times getting to see one of my videos, you will consider subscribing so you can check out when other videos get posted. If you did like the video, please put a thumbs up and let me know so I know to make more like these. There are tons of people making tons of videos for customized Imaginators. Some of the things that I'm enjoying doing is actually creating or recreating other ones that have already been made. They're maybe more official, like these Activision ones. Like I said, my Sir Hoodington video, this video here, creating Sai. And I also have some other videos that I have planned. So I want to recreate some other characters that are non-Skylander related and see how close I can get an Imaginator to look like that other character. So if you like that idea, maybe even give me some names of someone you'd like me to create. And if I get enough people mentioning the same character, I might actually try to make that. But I've already got a few in mind, and I've actually already created a few. I just have to actually make it, on the Creator app. I just now have to make it and recreate it here on the console version and be able to make a video for you guys. So once again, this is Brylander with PortalPowerTV. Appreciate you watching. Signing off. Take care, and God bless.
Surprise attack.
Radical!
Huzzah for the Skylander! And, ooh, those baddies had a chest full of gear you might be interested in.
New arm guards. Set part found.